Recording. This is Loading Fridays, y'all. Okay, I got my dog here in the middle. I don't know if you can see him, but he's laying right in the middle of my floor. Let me see if we're seeing okay. Yeah, I think you're not quite. There he is. See, there he is. Okay, I think you can see my whole body here. Can you see my head? I hope. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. This is Loading Fridays. Okay. We are going to start out with a kind of a march. It's only going to take 3 steps, and it's going to come up and over the disc. Okay. Then you're going to step to the side. Then you're going to walk back. And then you're going to do the other leg. So you're going to step with the other leg, come up, down, step, and come back. So why am I having you do this? Instead of just walking front to back like people normally do and swing their arms and all that stuff. Because you have to think, because I've changed the routine, so to speak. So I'm going to step up. I'm going to lift the knee, step down, step to the side, walk back, and get ready for the next step over. So you can accomplish this nicely with the, so see, that pushed me off balance a little bit, which is what I want. So I'm stepping down. I'm going to step to the side. I'm going to step back in the outside column, step into the middle. Now I have to actually think, which leg did I put up there? See? So now I'm going to come up, step down. So I'm alternating the leg that you're going to step up with. So however silly you think this is, stay with me. Set your room up so that you have to really think about what you're doing. Okay, so here's my pillow, my disc. Now I'm going to think, which leg did I go before? Which leg? So I'm going to go with this leg. I'm going to bring the knee up, step down, walk out to the side. So I have to do side stepping, then I have to do backward stepping, step over again to the middle. Which leg needs to go now? Step in, get on balance, bring the knee up, come down, step to the side, walk back. So just by doing this kind of a walking pattern, stepping pattern, where it's, I'm telling you to change. This is one of the benefits actually of learning different movement patterns in like a Tai Chi discipline, any kind of exercise system you can think of. They go through and they name all these different things for you to do. Basically, we're doing that. Okay, we're slowing down. We're warming ourselves up. Okay, I haven't said anything about your hands yet, because what I want you to understand is when you approach this disc, you have to actually think, which leg do I need to go with now? Okay, because I'm trying to alternate, and I think I went back on it. Okay, so now I'm going to step with the other one. Step up, down, step back, 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 back. Make sure your pathway is clear. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now I want to think which leg is going to come up this time. Okay, so I step out to the side now. I walk back. I step over to the side, and I have to actually think, oh, geez, which leg went up? So do you see what's happening here? See, you have to engage your brain telling you, oh, and you have to remember, okay, which side went up? Which side needs to go up now? Okay. And then go out. You kind of have to think, okay, how am I going to remember which leg to come up? I want you to keep doing that. So now this time, this leg is coming up. And I'm going to go to this side. Now it would really screw you up if I switched all that. So now I'm going to go to this side so I know I'm going to step up on this leg. Then I step, I come out to the side, I float backwards, I'm into the center, and now this leg's going to come up because I'm going to go to the side over here. See how that helps you order things in your brain? So this is a big deal, you guys. It's not like a silly little thing, oh, that's useless. Why the world is she having us do that? There's a lot of benefit in trying to follow this kind of, and the thing of it is once you get to knowing it, then we switch it again. Because I want to keep you on edge, on your brain. I want you to have to think it through. Okay, we're almost there. So now hopefully you've reordered your brain so that you know when you step here and you lift this leg, you're going to go to that side. So this is the right side for me. You're viewing it opposite, of course. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to go to the other side. So I'm switching the leg that I bring up. And I walk back and I walk into the center. We're going to do twice more. Bring that knee up, come down, go to that side, which is the right side. Okay, now I'm going to step up with my left leg, lift my knee, go to the other side, left, walk back, step in. This is the last one. So I'm going to step and bring the right up, come down. I'm going to go to the right side. Okay, step in. Now I'm going to step up, lift the left, step down, go to the other side, and I'm good. So if you were doing that with me and you experienced all that, the brain reorganization, you have just got an unreal benefit, not only with your body warming up and all that, but with your brain, because you had to go through that reordering sequence. Okay, now right off the bat, I'm going to pick up my light weights. So what's light weights for me? Well, right now, what I have available is 3 or 6 if I want to pick up a handheld weight. But if you pick up a ball, or if you pick up a bag of beans, or a can, it could be anywhere from a pound, like an ounce, to like a bag of beans I have over here is 4 pounds. So I have 6 and I have 6. It could be 3 and 3 with my particular weights. Okay, so now I want you to just stand on your pillow. See how I'm starting to march? Okay, so here's what I can tell you that I know about myself. So when I'm pumping my legs here like this, and I'm walking in place, little marching in place, I'm not lifting my legs super high yet, but I'm staying in the middle of the pillow or the disc. It's a non-compromising, meaning it's very smushy. And if I'm not careful, I will overlean into the hip replace side. And I want to try to stay pretty constant stature, meaning I don't want to wobble. Okay, this is wobbling. This is giving into the wobble. I don't want to do that. So how am I going to not do that? I'm going to draw my shoulders, soften my knees, and when I pull my knees up a bit in order to do this little, very simple marching sequence, and I feel myself wanting to go over into that real leaning stature, I'm not going to let myself. And the reason that many of you that's had knee problems, you've had feet problems, hips especially, you will lock your knee because it's more stable and you can use the stronger muscles. See? So don't lock your knee. That's number 1 to help you not wobble. Okay, every time I want to check where I'm at on my disc, all I do is drop my chin And then I dart my eyes. Instead of craning my neck and leaning way out, I want to keep saying rib cage up. So when I'm marching, I'm saying rib cage up. Now I've been hanging on to 6 and 6. So you've been hanging on to whatever you picked up. And for those of you who have a lot of joint issues like arthritis, like all kinds of arthritis, it could be rheumatoid, osteo, joint problems in general. The tendency is to start not using any weight whatsoever. So I'm telling you that in this kind of a move, you see how I'm continuing to do my little marching? Okay, I'm holding 12 pounds, but it's very doable, okay? And it will push you just enough, okay? Even if you had 3 and 3, that's 6 extra pounds, okay? And just walking like this really is a doable thing with those conditions. You have to, of course, take stock of where you're at, you know, what progression you are in your disorder, the challenge that you face. But I'm just telling you, if you want to choose independence and you want to choose to get on with your life, then you got to keep your muscles. The only way you're going to keep your muscles is to use them, okay? So you see what I started doing? All I started doing was a simple lifting of my hand. I'm not even going to call it what it, you know, the exercise term. It's just pumping my arms, and I'm hanging on to a weight. I'm keeping my elbows very close to my body, okay? My tummy is tight. I'm continuing to march on this pillow. I keep saying shoulders down to myself, rib cage up. So you think I'm only saying it to you. Well, that would not be correct. Okay, don't stop. See, I'm doing all this with you. I know exactly how it's feeling. Okay, try not to overlean. Keep those knees soft. And you notice I'm not bringing my knees up very much. I mean, hardly an inch or two. I'm doing constant shifting with this kind of a move, especially on a disc that is soft like this. You have to do constant proprioception. But then, what do? I add weights, right? Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. And I'm not just doing a few just to demonstrate. I'm doing the whole thing with you, okay? Keep your elbows in. If you get tired, just bring your hands down here and keep your legs going. Okie dokie. Okay. Now we're ready to back off of our disc with only 1 foot, okay? I'm going to put both of these right here because I want to use a central pull move from the middle upper back muscles. I want to, now that I've warmed up and I've already started loading, so my foot is right here in the middle of our disc. I stepped off with one leg. I brought my weights right here, okay? I'm gonna square out my shoulders, keep my chin tucked, keep my knee bent right there. Bent, got it? Okay, once that knee is bent and you're hip hinged, I'll turn this way so you see me. See what I'm doing? See, I'm pushing my butt back a tiny bit. My knee is definitely bent. This leg down here is like my kickstand, because what I want to do right now is pull my shoulder blades in, and then I'm going to turn and pull those elbows back. So right this moment, right now, I would ask you Are your shoulders down? So if your shoulders are down and you've got your kickstand back here on your toe, your knee here is bent, then you're gonna bring your weights down, down, down. Square up your shoulders, make sure your hip hinged, your knee is bent. You're gonna pull through the back muscles, upper back muscles. Then you're gonna pull with your elbows back. Then you're gonna come down and down. Keep your kickstand back here. If you wanna work really hard, try to pull that kickstand up just for a second or two and stay into your front leg again without locking. Here we go. Pull the shoulder blades in, drop your shoulders, pull the elbows back. Try to just bring that back toe up just a bit. Do not lock that front leg, do not lock it. Okay, now bring it down and bring it down. Step off, step off. If you did that whole sequence with me just now, you should feel like you just got a shock in your glute right here, right on the outside. Yeah. So this is a very good move for people to do who need to strengthen up hamstrings, gluteals. You need to really work on all the muscles around the joint there. So see what I did? All I did, I'm recovering right now. See? I just turned my toe out. Immediate release by turning that toe out. See? Take a big breath, drop your shoulders, drop that chin in, okie dokie, bring it back, and we are gonna step up with the other leg. So I'm gonna put my foot right in the middle, the other leg. I'm gonna keep that knee soft. I'm gonna push the butt back, drop the shoulders, and I have my kickstand back here. See, I don't bring it up yet. Some of you may choose to not bring it up at all, and that's fine. Just make sure you're keeping your front knee soft or bent, a little bent. Okay, shoulders go back with these weights. Then you pull the elbows back, okay? Then once you're up there, you tighten your tummy, you drop your shoulders, and you try to take that toe off the ground in the back. It's gonna shock you at how unstable that you become when you try to bring that toe up, okay? Just try it a couple of times, then hang out. Okay, keep the knee bent, drop your shoulders, let the arms go down. Okay, ready? Okay, don't bend your elbows at first. The first move, you pull through the upper back shoulders, upper back muscles and shoulders, okay? Then you pull the elbows in. Then if you feel like it, you're gonna try to bring that toe up. Okay, keep your knee bent, because the minute you try to take the toe off the ground, you're gonna try to lock your front leg. So don't do that. Keep those elbows in. Okay, bring it down, down, down. Okay, here we go. Pull through the shoulders. Pull the elbows back. Stay down, bend that knee. Breath, breath. Keep them in, keep them in, keep them in. Okay, bring it down and bring it down and bring it down. Yay. Okay, pull in the shoulders. Don't bend the arms, then bend the arms. Okay, keep down on that supported leg, the one that's on the pillow, and then try to make it a little harder by taking your toe off the ground and back. Okay, two more. Here we go, down, down, down. Take a big breath. Here we go. Drop your shoulders, pull back first, then pull the elbows. Now try to lift that toe. Stay down on it. Big breath. Stay down. And bring it open and down. Last one. Here we go. Square up your shoulders. Bend your knee. Tighten tummy. Keep your chin tucked. Here we go. Pull through the upper shoulder back muscles. Then pull the elbows back. Okie dokie. Keep your knees soft. Try to take that toe off the ground in the back. of going back to the ground, bring that other foot right into your pillow, okay? Always, always, when you're doing pillow work or balance work, meaning one leg versus the other leg, make sure you are where you can put your hand on a wall or a chair or a counter. You get the idea. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little feet. I'm going to go to the edges of my pillow, my disc. So we did this kind of work on Wednesday. So you should be familiar with this, those of you who are with me then. And so if you weren't, you can go and pick that video up. I'm going to be loading them into, I got 3 to load today. Okay, so you see my weights? This is still 6 and 6. So you have whatever it is that you have for light weights. See what I'm doing? I'm coming down. I'm letting my thumb just run right down through my quad there. I'm coming all the way down. I'm bending, 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 bending. I'm putting the weights down on the floor in front of my pillow. And then I'm pushing through my heels, coming up, bringing that hand out there. Woo. Keep your chin tucked. Bring those elbows right here to the waist. Yes. Okay, so I'm on the outside edges of my pillow, my disc. It's spongy, right? And so I have at least shoulder width, maybe a little wider. Not much because that's not very wide pillow there. So I'm going to take my hands in a V and I'm going to slide down my quad. I'm going to drop my butt. I'm going to go down and pick those weights back up. And then I'm going to come back up. Now, let me explain. This move that I'm having you do right now is training for very functional moves. So that means moves that we do that we need to be able to do to keep our independence, okay? Why is that? Okay, I'm having you go down with light weights, right? I'm having you push into your heels. Keep your knees from going in or out. If they're doing either one of these, this move is going to be difficult for you to keep your back safe, okay? Because I'm going down far enough. See how I'm dropping my butt? So here you have to really drop your butt and you're going to place, don't drop, your weights on the ground. Then you're going to push into your heels and come up, okay? These are light weights. However, when you're on your way down, so many of us, for whatever reasons, get weird movement patterns started. Typically, they're called cheater moves. But see, I've come to expect that in a class full of slugs, which we love slugs, but we're going to straighten you out the best we can, right? Right. You should be laughing right now. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to go down and retrieve my weights. Okay, I'm giving you a chance to recover. That's why I'm standing here like this and telling you this. But the minute I start to head down, what am I going to do with my hip hinge? I'm going to push my butt back as if I'm shining taillights. I'm going to keep my rib cage up. That is going to keep my back extended, because when you go down even 2 inches to pick something up that you dropped on the floor, many people right here, if I came to you right then, right that moment, and put my hand down the lower part of your back, I would feel that you had rounded it or flexed it, which we don't want. We want it to be an extension. Okay, I'm going to do this 3 more times. I want you to be very conscious. This is lightweight. It could be a pound. It's just something that gets you to hang on to something. And as you go down, you don't drop it. You place it on the floor. Really shift into your heels. Press and come back up. That movement pattern should be very, very natural and should not cause you any problems with your back, your knees, or anything. And I'm doing my darndest here to try to help you know how the correct procedure is to do that. Because we're gonna always drop things in the floor, y'all. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Here we go. Hip hinge, drop my chin, rib cage up, push into my heels. Do not round my back, grab my weights, come up, pull back, take back down, heels, 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 don't drop them, place them on the floor, come back up. Big breath, through the nose, out through the nose. So I can already hear some of you very efficient teacher types that say, well, you're just gonna have to bend down and go get them. Why didn't you just keep them with you? Boom. Yeah, I want you to go down and get them. That's why I left them down there. Okay, ready? Hip hinge, heels, rib cage up. Keep my chin tucked. Don't let your knees go out. Keep them right over your ankles. Grab them and you're back up. Okay. Why am I taking so long to go through this very simple move? A, it's not a very simple move. And B, we're going to be doing it with heavier weights. Now, if this was enough for you, great. Just keep at it. Okay. Now I'm going to step off the pillow, off the pillow. See that? I still got my light weights here. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to open it. So now I have an upper body challenge going on. What's the challenge? The challenge is to keep your chin tucked, your rib cage up, soften your knee, and you're going to shift so that you do a toe tap. Notice I didn't say bring your leg off the ground. I said a toe tap. And when you do this side toe tap, you're bringing whatever lifting you do, you're lifting with the outside ankle. I want your outside ankle and your heel to be predominantly what is lifting. See how I'm keeping my knee soft? Very soft. In through the nose, out through the nose. Rib cage up. 2 more. Here we go. 1 more. And right here. Bring those weights in and down. Right here to the side. Okay? Big breath. Yes. So let me tell you, just by changing, and again, we're working with light weights. So this would be what's light for me. You might be working with a 2 pound, a 3 pound, a 4 pound, a 1 pound, or no pounds. So I will just always encourage you that when I'm doing some of these moves, especially when it's involving the lower body, to pick up something, some kind of weight, okay? That's provided that you know how to stance, how to do the right stance. So I'm in a stance where my knees are bent, my butt's pushed back just a little. I'm gonna bring those weights up and I'm gonna bring them right here, okay? Now, some of you might want to rest them on your shoulders. I'm choosing to not rest them on my shoulders, but you can do this, it's fine. It'll keep your hands from drifting forward. Okay, now you're gonna shift. See, I shifted into the other leg. I'm like setting back. So my hip is hinged, knee is bent, rib cage is up, and I'm gonna try to just tap my leg, my outside leg off the ground. And what am I leading with? Some of you, I can guarantee you, some of you have turned your leg and you're leading with your knee. You're going like that. So your toes should be forward, rib cage up, sit back into that bent leg, and then shift and bring that outside leg up. And you're trying to let your ankle and your heel be the one that is leading. Breath, set back into your hip here. Sit back, keep your knee bent, open your toes. Breath, breath, breath. Just 2 more. hang out there, hang in there with me. Okay, I think that was 3. Bring it down and bring it down. Big breath, yes. Okay, bring those weights, put them right on your disc in front of you. Step back behind your weights, okay? Bring your arms up into a W. See that little W? Okay? So some of you might interpret that as this. So when I say put your arms in a W, it is not with your hands out in front of you. Your hands, and it's going to be a real challenge for some of you who have had shoulder issues. You're going to find out how tight that shoulder is, okay? See my thumb? Both of my thumbs should be able to tap my shoulders with my elbows hitting to my side, see, or being able to aim at my side. That's when you know you're doing this correctly. Now, that said, I will guarantee you that some of you think that you're doing this really great and no problem. You're really pulling it back there because you're doing this. See, your hands aren't out in front of you, but you just did this with your wrist. See that? So don't break the wrist. Keep the wrist neutral. Just struggle with me. Try to do this. Just hang in there. Do these. Okay, it's going to be hard because that wrist is going to want to bend. Don't let it bend. Okie dokie? No, I'm going to have thumbs to the shoulders, and then I'm going to go straight out with them. See that? Thumbs to the shoulders, and your tummy's tight. Yes. Your shoulders are down. Yes. Your chin is tucked. Yes. My knees are soft. And as I go out with the hands, I'm going to bring one leg at a time up here. And I'm going to come up as far as I can and then tap those weights that I just put right on that pillow. Then I'm going to come in with the thumbs, shift, get ready. As I start out with my hands, I'm going to bring that knee up. You can bring it as far as you want, but you're tapping. See, you're tapping. The hands are out here. You're tapping. Keep your knees soft. Don't lock your leg that's holding you, and bring that down. Okay, take a breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Adjust those elbows, adjust those hands, the wrists. The thumbs are at the shoulder. Shift. Okay, bring the knee up and your hands go out. Keep the elbow, the hands, the thumb in line. Bring that back down. Ready, shift, tight tummy. Bring that leg up. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. All the way out with those hands. And then back in, back in, back in, back in. And back down. I can tell you that if you stayed with me through that whole thing, your shoulders are screaming right now because I was making you stay in a good neutral posture instead of letting you slump even at all. And you know what the trick to doing that is? Seriously, turning those hands out, okay? Because we want to do this normally. And I don't want you to do that because we're trying to counter the gravitational pull toward putting our nose to the ground. I said to the grind, I said to the ground. Okay, are you ready? Drop your shoulders. Yes. I'm going to go down here and grab my weights. Yes. I'm going to come over here, put my weights in my little rack, and I'm going to go up just one. So I'm going to go up to 9. So I have 9 in one hand, I have 9 in the other. So whatever is medium for you, whatever you deem to be medium weight challenge, you find that, okay? So as promised, we're gonna jump back up on this little disc, and we're gonna try to fold and put our weights gently on the ground in front of us. That's what we're gonna do. You ready? So I'm gonna step up, get a comfortable stance, okay? And you're going to start bending your knees, and at the same time, I'm going to turn this way so you see what I'm doing, okay? So my shoulders are down, my tummy's tight, my knees are already a little soft, okay? Because I'm going to be pushing my butt back as I bend my knees, okie dokie? So as I go down, 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 I drop my butt more than I drop my head. And I put the weights in front and I come up by pushing into my heels really hard. This sequence, especially the one I'm having you do now, where we're leaving our weights, and then we're gonna go down and pick it up. So we have a squat with no weights, then we grab the weights, and then we stand with the weights, okay? That's how it's gonna go. I can't even tell you how beneficial to every bit of your musculature this is, but it's imperative that you be careful and mindful of how you're bending, okie dokie? I don't want any roundedness here. If that's a problem and you can't get all the way down and you find yourself dropping your weights, then maybe have a little, like just go down to your chair height and put your weights down. See, that would be a great modification. So if you're having a hard time going down without flexing your back, just turn around and put your weights in a chair, okay? So now I'm gonna go retrieve them. Ready? Bend knees, drop your shoulders, rib cage up, push into the heels, grab your weights. Hang out down here for just a second. The weights are right in front of you. Heels, 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 heels. Drop your butt, drop your butt, drop your butt. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Squeeze your butt. Drop your shoulders. Soft knees. Big breaths. Here we go. Push your butt back. Heels, heels, heels. Put those weights softly on the floor in front of you. Hang out down here for just a second. Heels and push back up and bring your hands up and go back over your head and your elbows are lifting. Then they're gonna come back. Then you're gonna go down, 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 down. Heels, 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 heels. Grab your weights, hold them right there. Hold yourself down, drop your butt just a little bit more. Even a half inch, drop your butt. A fourth of an inch, drop your butt. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Heels, heels. Now push into the heels and come up. Breath. Bring one weight. Bring the other weight. Open. Big breath. Bring the weights up just to your ears. That's it. Just to your ears. Breath. Just to your ears. Breath. Just to your ears. Breath. One more, one more. Okay, soften your knees. Some of you have locked your knees. Breath. Here we come. Bring one weight down. Other weight down. Bring them right here in front of you. Push your butt back. Push, 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 push. Heels, heels, heels. Drop your butt. Drop it down there. Drop it down there. Release the weights and push into the heels and come up. Bring the hands up over the head and take those elbows as high as you can go with them. Big breath, big breath. Hang out here, hang out here. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. And go down. This is our last one. Here we go. Down, down, down. Don't round your back. Drop your butt. Go into your heels. Hang out down there. Hang out down there. Heels, breath. Heels, breath. Bring it up, 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 up. One at a time or both. Open. Go just to above the ears and back down. Just to your ears and back down. Just to your ears and back down. Bring it in and bring it in. Woo! Step off. Now you've got your chair right here. We've got our medium weights. So let's not waste that, okay? I know you wanna hit me right now, right? Okay, I'm gonna go sit in my chair and notice I don't have a pad in my chair. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't. So if you have a hard time sitting with hanging on to weights because of whatever's going on with you, I don't care if it's a back, a hip, a knee, an ankle, a foot, don't drop so far down. You'll get to that. It's better you do it with modification than not do it at all. Okay? Okay, so here I'm sitting with my 9 pounds and 9 pounds. Okay? I'm gonna go wide with my legs. I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna take these weights now and do some antagonistic muscle work. That means your opposing muscles to what you use. Going forward, grabbing something, walking. Now we're gonna go target the backs of the arms. Yeah, the back and the backs of the legs. You ready? Okay, here we go. What am I gonna tell you to do first? Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Drop your chin in. Okay, drop those shoulders. Actually push them down. When you push them down, they're gonna go right into where they need to be. Okay, generally. Okay, then I'm gonna say rib cage up, of course. So after I've done that, now I'm ready to take the weights right out here to engage my core. And if you went from your weights being here on your quad to now out here, so I'm managing 18 pounds. So whatever you grabbed, you have to really hang on to your core here to manage these weights. Then I'm gonna hip hinge, keep my chin tucked. I'm gonna keep my elbows right here, and then I'm just gonna straighten those elbows. See, I'm gonna bring it right here, straighten. Keep my chin tucked, bring those elbows in, straighten the elbow. Stay down as far as you can, but your back has to be what? Everybody should be yelling, extended. Yes. Take a breath. Out through the nose, in through the nose. Stay down. Keep adjusting, rib cage up. You're pushing. Pull. Now you're gonna push. See that? Push. And when you get all the way out right here, really squeeze the backs of those arms. Bring them back in. Push. Here we go. Push. Breath. Ah. Breath. Go. Breath. Push it back. Do not round your back. We're coming to the home stretch here. Stay with me. Here we go. Push. Keep your elbows in, elbows in. Just straighten the elbows. See, you're not lifting, you're straightening against that weight. Okay, 2 more. We're almost there. Okay, 1 more. Hold it right there. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay. Put one weight down. Put one weight right here in your lap. See that? Yeah. Okay. Then did you see me step out? Yeah. So this is going to be a move that you don't want to do with a ball, with a weighted ball, because it'll roll right off. As a matter of fact, these kind of are a round shape, so I have to really be mindful or they will roll off. What I'm trying to do is get you to do some weighted work with your upper body, beyond your body weight. That's why I'm doing this. So, you know what works perfect? Laying across your lap, a big old bag of beans or grains or sand or, you know, a leg weight. If you have those leg weights that are opened out, yeah, just lay them across your abdomen. See that? So you see what I'm doing? I'm inching my butt out here. Okay. Number one, if I think that I have a hard time with my body weight in doing body holding back here, when I take my butt off the chair, then I won't put a weight here. Okay, that's number one. So don't do it with a weight if you know that your body weight is challenging enough. Okay. All right. Are you ready? So I've got my weight here, whatever you chose or not. My butt's here at the edge because all I'm gonna do is ease my butt off and put pressure into the heel of my hand with my shoulders down. Yeah. So here it goes. Step out or you'll have a hard time easing off the chair. It'll be too tight for your knee. Okay? Drop your shoulders, ease it down there, and see it's just barely 1 inch. See, it's not much. See, I'm not hurting my shoulder at all because I'm not whacking it out of way out of its range. I have pressure, but the pressure is on the back part of my arms. Okay? It's not stressful on my shoulder at all. Now, if I went really low, like you see a lot of people doing, then it would be, but I'm not doing that. I'm barely taking my butt off and I'm hanging out here. And if you can do 2 or 3 little presses without your butt being on the chair, well, great, do it. As soon as you start losing form, compromising, then you're gonna have to go sit down. So right there, okay? Now I'm gonna do that 2 more times, okay? Why? Because I want you guys to have fun this morning. See, I can say things like that because I'm here and you're there and you can't get at me. Maybe Kath can. Okay, are you ready? Okay, weights are in place. Butt is at the end of the chair. Legs are out here. See, I'm putting my heels down. Ready? Drop your shoulders. Keep your elbows in. Take that butt off the chair. And then come back and act like you're gonna sit, but then you don't. See, that's all. Just act like you're gonna sit, but then you don't. So keep changing your mind, so to speak. Breath, mind. So if your weight, you have to adjust your weights once in a while. It's okay. So seriously though, a big old bag of beans is a really great, this is a great time to use that. I mean, I would say sand, they make them, you can purchase them. But why do that? You can just use beans or rice. Breath, in through the nose, keep your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down. Okay, hang out with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come back. Okay? Take a breath. I know that might have pushed you. So that's why I'm doing this. See what I'm doing? And then I'm going to go across. And then I'm going to go across. But my shoulders down. Shoulders down. And I'm just giving a recovery. That's all. So you want to hit these. But you want to not hurt your shoulder or your elbow or your wrist. Okay? And you can do it quite easily. And you can get super loads, you know, if you do this correctly. Okay? Okay, stepping out. This is our last one. I know you were going to quit, weren't you? No. Do one more with me. I'm doing the whole thing with you. So here I have my one weight. You can put whatever you want there or not. Hands here. Slip to the end. Okay, drop your shoulders. And most importantly, say rib cage up. Then whenever I come off the chair with my butt, and then I act like I'm gonna keep it off the chair, but then I go back. See, you just keep changing your mind. See, and then if you can hang out down here, just go for it until you feel the backs of those arms screaming. Breath, breath, breath. Hang in there. Just a couple more. Breath, and coming back. Okay, quickly. Grab your weights. I know. We're going to do one more set with how we began this. I know. I feel your eye rolls. There's a method to my madness. Okay? If I'd have made you do this a while ago, you wouldn't have gone for it. But now you might because we changed things. Okay. Wide with the legs, hip hinge, elbows in, chin tucked, press. Press. Shoulders have to be squared up. This is a perfect move to help people with osteoporosis with their middle, upper, back muscles. on right in between your shoulder blade and your spine, because you're squaring up, you're keeping those shoulders in, and it's managing this whole lift here. And this is a great one to do along with the other one, the one that we did just before this, to get the backs of your arms stronger. Yeah, yeah, they shape up then. The shape comes. Worry about your strength first. The shape follows that. Take a breath. Do not round your back here. Push. Do not round it. Breath. Woo! And bring it up. Okay. I'm going to stand up, go over to my weights, change my weights. Okay? If you don't want to stand up with your weights, then don't. Just put them down, stand up, grab them. But if you can stand up, bring them over. It keeps messaging me. Woo! Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go up 1. I went up 1 disc. So what is that for me? It's a 12 and a 12. Okay. Here we go. 12 and a 12. So I got lots of smart people out there. So you know what 12 and 12 comes to. Right? Okay. So I have 24 pounds now. All right. And I'm going to step up on this very uncompromising surface. What does that mean? That means I'm managing 24 pounds. And if I step up here and it throws me, well, it could be a problem. So you have to be very mindful of what you're doing when you pick up heavier weights. And you add an uncompromising surface, which is one of the best ways to improve your balance. And we've worked on it a lot today, right? Take a big breath, okay? I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna put those weights right on my thighs. See that? As I come up, I'm just gonna come to the front of my shoulder. That's it. Then I come right down here. So it's a high hip hinge. I'll turn to the side so you'll see. See, I'm right here. Rib cage up. I'm sitting back a little. Then when I come up, I leave 1 on my leg and I just bring this to the shoulder. Then I push my butt back and I come back down. Okay? So keep your rib cage up, chin tucked. Press, squeeze your butt here, and then go back down. Okay? Tight tummy, elbows in, up, tap, and back down. And then we go up, tap, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In and out. Okay, keep your elbows in, tight tummy. This should be a challenged weight. Okay, take a breath. Here we go. And breath. Here we go. And breath. Just 1 more on each side. Here we go. And back. Okay. Now, you remember what we first started with? Of course, we're on our little pillow. I'm going to fold as if I'm going to pick up a heavy something, but I'm folding with the heavy something. So when you guys start to do this move right here and you get about here, you know what people start doing? Rounding their back. Don't do it. Say rib cage up, push your butt back hard, go into your heels, bring those weights down, place them right in front of you, come up, bring your hands out to a W. Woo! Take a breath. I'm going to do this 3 times. Bring them in through the nose, out through the nose. I'm gonna go down, push my butt back, keep my chin tucked. And when I get ready to pick it up, do not round that back. You drop your butt more, you go into your heels more, and then you come up and squeeze your butt. Yes. Here we go. Bring it back down. Heels, push the butt back. Heels, push the butt back. Watch your knees. Don't let them come in or out. Stay down here for just 3, 2, 1, like 3 seconds. That's a great time to check your back. Do not let it round, okay? Last one. Stay with me. Push your butt back. Soften the knees. Grab and come up. Take a big deep breath. Bring that one weight up. Bring the other weight up and open. Now you can let them hang out here on your shoulders, but get your elbows open. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Bring them in. One down, other down. Shoulders. Shoulders. So I wanted to really nail functional movement patterns, and I wanted to create a training to help us be stronger and better in those functional moves, okay? And to help people that are a little worried about picking up weights, that your upper body, especially through your back, needs that kind of challenge, but you need to do it carefully. Okay, shake out, shake out, shake out. Open your hands. Do a split stance and just do a big hug. Drop your shoulders, pull your chin back. Change your stance. Open. Give yourself a little hug. Shoulders down. Turn your chin, turn your chin. Take a big deep breath. So I hope that was a winner for you. That's what I hope.